Hey, what is up, guys? This is me, Zero Kills. Today's gonna be something special because I'm gonna have a kind of unique minotaur guide, I guess. Like people have probably done this before, so that kind of defeats the purpose of being unique. But anyway, well, not unique. I wouldn't really call it unique. More of different. Yeah, I'll stick with different this time. Because so you look at the composition of the team comps, yeah, it's pretty standard. There's a mage, there's a tank, there's a support probably, and everybody's doing fine, right? But for this time, I will be playing Minotaur a bit differently. Um, so I started with boots just for the move speed. I was thinking maybe I could like go proxy the wave in a bit, cause but then there's like a Mia and an Estes, so it's kind of useless. So I just head to the jungle and level up my first skill, so I can clear the camp faster. Not really moving at this point because there's no reason to try to kite monsters when you're melee anyway. Although I kind of get lucky here because Hayabusa didn't clear the wave as fast enough, so I do get some experience as well. And you'll notice that I didn't hit the creep there. I just like left my fury at about 99% or something, so I could do this, like harass them a lot, and then pretty much just back off. And I was thinking maybe I can even proxy the wave again, but I just realized that the wave was positioned outside of the tower already, so there was really no reason to stay at this side because I would have just lost more EXP. Because I already made a mistake by not heading back in lane fast, so I kind of missed on I think one minion. So nothing's really happening at this point. Just trying to counter push because they're both rage, so it's pretty hard to get some mileage on them. Luckily enough, Mia is kind of weak early because it takes a lot for her to get her passive up, and I'm just gauging if I could steal these camps for a bit, right? Because like they didn't do the camps. Yun Zao's at mid, and he's kind of hungry for the tower anyway. So once I realized that, I was like, yeah, this is probably risky, but I want to get the blue anyway. Like whenever you see me kind of pause a bit, that's me kind of checking if it's kind of okay to like continue stealing the camp. Uh, right here, I'm just helping the Mia push a little bit, but it was kind of a bad call on my part because apparently the Yunza was already done jungling. But regardless, it does get me some fury, and it's going to be crucial in the next few seconds. So I get swift shoes, right, a sword just for more damage, and I realize that this lane is pushing, and I'm kind of close to full fury already. So I just sneak my way in, and then once I have full fury, I let loose. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, to be honest, I think the STs could have done a little bit better by using his skills. Like, if that were a good one, he would have used heal, and then his ultimate, and then his heal again, and it might have prevented him from dying. But hey, I saw an opportunity. I was willing to take it. First item I get the after Swift Shoes is the I don't know what do you call it, but the one the axe, the tomahawk, uh, just the early component for Crazy Reaper, because it's actually really good. Like it adds a lot of it adds some damage, it adds some health, but more importantly, it adds move speed, which allows Minotaur to like go to other places faster. So I get my Fury here, but doing nothing really because I'm just farming right now. And since I don't have enough Fury at the moment, there's really nothing I can do. When you saw me stop there, it was just me checking the map again, seeing if what's the status of the Yunzao, like if he was low enough. He does make a mistake of flipping the wrong guy. I'm just trying to build Fury here. Our bottom turret was destroyed, but there was really nothing I could do. Uh, Though I think the Hayabusa kind of like started trash talking me at that point. It was really just funny. And this one is actually kind of hilarious too, because it was like we were pretty much just battle. We weren't doing anything at this point, right? You would think like there was a hectic fight going on, but the thing is we were actually only fighting for the minion. I mean the monster, the jungle camp. And I got it with my ultimate. So I would say it was worth it. I'm just kidding, it's not worth. So I'm close to getting my Crazy Reaper, I think. So I kind of farm whenever it's possible. But I do it safely, right? I can't go here, cause if I do that, I will get flipped by Yunzao. So I just move, attack. I know he wants to head here, and I know he's waiting for me to go there too. So I just cut him off every single time. But at the same time, like whenever I do that, I'm actually building Fury or Rage. So it's going to be crucial in the next few moments. Like I know that there's a Mia there, but I don't really care, as I don't really have enough damage yet. So I'm just waiting for my Fury to be full, and I go in, and then I pretty much just start whacking them. Unfortunately, our Freya does a good job of actually helping me there, and Lumia too, but she gets stuck under the enemy Mia's arrows, so it was quite unfortunate. But I thought it was a really good play on our part, like to follow up. I always like it when a teammate follows up on what I want to do. Hayabusa just pushing bottom. And then I pretty much just do it again. I go in, but I noticed there was a Mia, so I backed out immediately. Though the Yunzao goes in, so I'm like, okay, maybe I could just use my ultimate again. I go for the STs ASAP because I don't want him using his ultimate, because if like the enemy STs does that, then everything I would have done at that point would have been a waste, because you really can't underestimate Estes when it comes to his heals, because when he does first skill ult into first skill, it's a load of burst healing. Yeah, so again, just me being a typical guy. I try to steal blue, but I'm not sure if there was a Yunzao yet at this point, so I was kind of being cautious, but I kind of fail on that regard. And I noticed the Yunzao was already running, so I'm like, yeah, I need to get out. Because one of the disadvantages actually when you're AD Minotaur is you obviously don't have enough durability. Like, if I get caught out, I'm as good as dead. Because I don't have any escape options. But I do have soft slows, but like there's nothing I could do at that point. Like if I get caught out. So anyway, here, just hiding in the bush. I'm almost full Fury. I get it again. And the Mia is pretty much done for. Because the stuns continue even though she uses her ultimate. And then when I go there, like if you notice, I move into tower range, but I'm not attacking yet because I don't want to get. I wait for them to use their skills first. Yun Zhao's dash into flip, particularly, and once he was done with it, once I was not in danger of getting stunned under tower, I immediately just started attacking. So I'm gonna fast forward it a bit here, because whenever you have downtimes with your Minotaur, AD Minotaur, I mean, it's very good to like just go for the camps. Cause and that's even more so applicable if you don't have enough fury yet, because I think the patch like last month pretty much gutted Minotaur's fury or rage gain, so you really have to spend a lot of time in the jungle, and the majority of it, aside from farming of course, would be pretty much hoping or praying that your teammate doesn't do crazy stuff, like they just go in and die pretty much without you, but it happens a lot. So I have full fury again. I'm thinking should I do it or not? I think I should. So I go in. I do my thing. And I get lucky there. And then for this one is pretty funny because the Eudora just, I think, got disconnected. So hey, easy triple kill. and my teammates thought I did something well, and it's just me exploiting somebody who was AFK. So yeah, AD Minotaur, still more AD if we get enough. The reason why I get Crazed Reaper into Wind Chaser is I still haven't tested it, of course, but I was hoping that both armor penetrations stack positively so that you do get like a lot of armor off an enemy. And okay, here's a tip when you have an ally Minotaur, right? If you see him with Fury and it's gone, try not to push for a bit. Like, see if there are other objectives you can go for while he doesn't have enough Fury. I think I was buying some components. Yeah, I was buying items at that point. That's why I was just standing still. Again, my teammates get caught out in a very bad situation here because we don't have an AD carry, right? And I'm pretty much one of the only people who's fed at the moment, but they still go in, and it's pretty risky. So I wait until my first skill will get a lot of people, and I pretty much just use my ultimate. And then I get a pentakill in the bush, which is pretty funny. But that was mostly because even though I was the tank, it's pretty funny because my teammates were the one doing the tanking. And that was the only reason why I got that pentakill, pretty much. But it was still hilarious, like just making the most out of a bad situation. Like, I couldn't go in because if I went in and I died, the Eudora wouldn't have enough damage to finish everybody off, right? A lot of the damage, ironically, stems from my build right now because I have a lot of AD. My Eudora has a decent amount of cooldown reduction, but that's not enough magic power in my opinion. But maybe that's just me. Because she's 327, I'm 1106. And I do have like a lot of items at this point. Normally I wouldn't go for Blade of Despair first after my 3 core items, but since it's starting to dawn on me that I might be the main damage dealer of the team, even though I was just like messing around for this game, I'm like, yeah, I need to get like a lot. So all my teammates die. I flicker in and pretty much watch. See? Like, it's so easy to get a lot of damage going on with flicker. And this Yunzao goes in, but he doesn't even stick because I think he got scared. But to be honest, if the Estes and Yunzao teamed up, they probably would have taken me down. I didn't know the Estes went marksman build for this game. That's funny. Sure, I'm just gonna fast forward this a bit. I'm trying to get my Fury bar up again because at this point my advice will be a bit repetitive. When it's kind of full, your threat as Minotaur rises like superbly. I don't know, like a lot. I'm just trying not to get like it full, not so full. And then when a team fight breaks out, I guess I have no choice but to try to go to the center as much as possible, and pretty much just and that's it. Like, use my ultimate and try to get as many as possible. Just pushing and not, like overcommitting, because we don't have any tanks, quote unquote. So again, same thing, just building Fury, regenerating life stealing from this turtle if I can. Keeping my Fury bar a bit high, but not like complete. But then I noticed that a team fight is not gonna break out anyway, so I was just like, yeah, I don't mind if my Fury was used up here. But then as the time progresses, I lay off on that plan. Like I make an alternative. I just try to keep myself as full as possible, because I don't really need gold at this point. I just need my fury bar up. So yeah, that's pretty much like what you want to do as an AD version of Minotaur. Like whenever your fury is full and you already have like a bunch of items like this, save your flicker for making plays. Pretty much most of the time it's gonna be offensive, instead of saving flicker for like an emergency escape. Nah. We're trying to end the game here, but I'm not sure if we do. I make the mistake of going inside, but it's too late. There's like a team fight that was breaking out, so like I'm like, yeah, maybe I can do stuff. And then it kind of stops anyway, so like at least you get a breathing room. And I'm not like certain at this point if my team wants to end or we're going to like just do the dance again. Like, it's really hard to gauge at this point. I'm not sure if I should go in or just stay back or like initiate for people to retreat. But thankfully they start listening, right? And then we back off. And I'm like, yeah, we probably should attack the Lord. And then I noticed that they were starting to make their way here. But the Hayabusa, of course, smart guy right here, just standing there doing nothing. The team fight breaks out. I get hit first. Thankfully the Mia like stops farming for a bit. I mean, attacking Lord and tries to like do her thing, but she's getting hit by the Lord as well. And at that point, the Hayabusa also decided to like stop farming and join the fight. It's all good. Finally does something decent for a bit. So we get Lord. Probably trying to finish the game right here. Again, that's what I'm doing, just stacking my fury. And I make a few like elementary mistakes here. Watch. Try to move. Like, yeah, I need to be there. Okay, people are requesting back. And then there, see? Walking two walls like a professional dumb butt. The team fight was kind of already over, but I'm just like, I could probably still catch stuff. And there, that's pretty much it. I don't think I have to discuss like the build anymore. Well, maybe I will, just for the sake of like this commentary / guide. So as you can see, it's kind of rearranged right now, but the order actually is Swift Shoes into Crazed Reaper into Wind Chaser for all the armor penetration or reduction, and then it's up to you if you want to go Tooth of Greed or Blade of Despair first. Any's fine, because like you don't really need a Blade of Destruction compared to Blade of Despair, because Despair gives you attack speed, which is very, very important for getting Fury as much as possible. So yeah, damage dealt is pretty much in the 90,000 or 100,000. Pretty big if you ask me. And that's pretty much it. I hope you do enjoy the guide, and I'll see you guys next time.